In search of the alien treasure left behind on Earth, a soldier pulled the pin from a landmine and poured all the gunpowder into the man's hands. The man then climbed to an elevated spot and flung the gunpowder into the air with all his might. In the very next second, something incredible happened. The powder moved as if guided by some invisible force, drifting rapidly in one specific direction. Everyone scrambled to follow and see where it led. It finally vanished right in front of a stack of wooden crates. Jack pulled out a pair of pliers and extracted the steel balls from inside the bullets. Staring at the bizarre sight before them, the captain immediately ordered his men to move the crates. Inside sat a mysterious coffin blanketed in steel balls, each one drawn to it like a magnet. The moment the soldiers lifted it, the lights overhead were pulled straight toward it. Then the iron objects on the ground followed, and even the woman's sword was yanked in by the force. Determined to get to the bottom of it, the captain stepped forward and pried open the lid. A body wrapped entirely in pure silver came into view. He grabbed a dagger and carefully cut it open, only to find the skeletal remains of an alien inside. Since it clearly wasn't treasure, Jack knew they would never let him walk away alive, so he decided to make his move, attempting to grab a rifle and make a run for it. But he was just one man, and was no match for a fully armed Soviet force. So he came up with a plan. He deliberately threw the gun to the ground to make it go off. In the chaos that followed, Jack immediately dove behind one of the crates, yanked the belt right off his waist, and flung it up onto a chandelier. He successfully hijacked a truck and made his escape. The furious captain immediately ordered his men to give chase, never realizing he had just let the real treasure slip right through his fingers. Meanwhile, during his escape, Jack accidentally fell into the enemy's underground base. After barely managing to shake off his pursuers, he unexpectedly stumbled upon a rocket's launch switch. Just as he had no idea which way to go, the rocket engine suddenly blasted a massive wall of fire, which carried Jack right out of the danger zone. When he came to again, he found himself in a mysterious small town. He searched every single room, only to find them all filled with mannequins. Just as Jack stood there completely baffled, a deafening alarm suddenly blared in the distance. Only then did it finally hit him. This town was actually a nuclear bomb test site. The pursuers, realizing what was happening, floored it and took off as fast as they could. But where on earth could Jack possibly hide? In the final few seconds of the countdown, he dove headfirst into a refrigerator sitting right beside him. As a massive shockwave tore through the area, the entire town was reduced to ash in an instant. Even though the Soviet agents drove away with everything they had, they still couldn't outrun the nuclear blast. Only that beat-up old refrigerator, after tumbling through the air a few times, managed to land safely on the ground. Jack thought he had finally made it out alive, not knowing the real challenge had only just begun.